What is going on, guys? It's Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the latest and biggest wrestling news stories, including WWE wrestlers react to Conor McGregor's shocking loss at UFC 257. Vince McMahon misses SmackDown taping. CM Punk is open to being in WWE 2K. Daniel Bryan reveals WWE needs a new developmental territory, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into the first story. Our first story looks at WWE Superstars react to Conor McGregor's shocking loss at UFC 257. At UFC 257, Dustin Poirier knocked off Conor McGregor via a second-round technical knockout in one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. McGregor was the clear favorite heading into the fight, but Poirier managed to pull it out. As a lot of WWE wrestlers are huge fans of UFC, and they would take to Twitter to share their thoughts in relation to McGregor losing. Here are some of the highlights. Former tag team champion Angelo Dawkins tweeted a picture of him reacting to the fight. The shocked look on his face perfectly captures the face of every UFC fan who thought it was a certainty that McGregor would win the fight. Current WWE agent Shane Helms would tweet, "Conor didn't look hungry tonight, Dustin did. Sometimes the good life takes away the edge." Former UFC fighter Shayna Baszler would break down why McGregor lost in a tweet. She tweeted, "One of Conor's biggest strengths is his footwork. Flatten a tire and even the fastest race car can't move. Hashtag UFC 257. Sheamus thinks McGregor will join WWE. There is a lot of online speculation following McGregor's loss last night that he may be on his way to WWE. One WWE superstar who wants this to happen is former WWE champion Sheamus. Speaking with Digital Spy, Sheamus revealed that he thinks it's just a matter of time until McGregor makes his way to WWE. Sheamus stated, "He's teased coming to WWE a couple of times. He's still staying active, he's a lad who's won belts, he's done a lot, so I think that he's the type of person who's always trying to try his hand at something different. I think WWE would suit him down to the ground. You know, we've had a lot of people come in and out. Floyd Mayweather came in, a lot of celebrities have come in, a lot of sports people, so I don't think that anyone would raise eyebrows if he came into WWE. I don't think it's if, I think it's a matter of when, to be honest." Sheamus also confirmed that he would love to be one of McGregor's opponents if he decides to join WWE. He stated, "If he wants to come in there with me, that's grand. He might get the fight of his life there, he might get a couple of slaps he's not used to, but that's what it's all about, getting in there and seeing a different type of environment." Vince McMahon misses SmackDown. Friday was a very busy day for WWE. WWE taped the Superstar Spectacle, a show which has been getting a lot of attention in India. And then, as per every Friday, WWE would then film SmackDown. Ringside News revealed that Vince McMahon was absent from both of these tapings on Friday, and instead Bruce Pritchard and Triple H ran the two shows. It's been extremely rare for Vince to miss shows since WWE stopped running live events, so it's unclear why Vince decided to miss this particular week's shows. CM Punk is open to being in a WWE 2K release. CM Punk recently conducted a Q&A through his social media, and one of the questions Punk was asked by a fan was if he'd be willing to be a part of a WWE 2K release. Punk would reveal that he would indeed be willing to appear in a future 2K release, but he doesn't see it happening anytime soon. Punk would reveal, "Yeah, but since it's me, won't happen." It's common practice for WWE 2K to include legends in the marketing of the game. They've done this with legends such as Goldberg and Sting in the past, so it may be a possibility that WWE and 2K may use Punk in this manner. Daniel Bryan states that WWE needs a new developmental territory. While speaking to Michael Morales-Torres of Lucha Libre Online, former WWE champion Daniel Bryan shared his views on the NXT brand. Bryan stated that now that NXT is virtually a third brand alongside Raw and SmackDown, WWE needs a new developmental territory. He said, "I definitely don't think NXT is considered as a developmental territory anymore, which leaves a question, do we have a developmental territory? Because we need one to develop talent if NXT is not our development, which it isn't. Those guys are awesome, and I do consider NXT a third brand for our company. Zelina Vega says Becky Lynch was there for her when she was released from WWE. Former WWE superstar Zelina Vega was released from WWE in November of last year for not adhering to the rules regarding WWE banning their superstars from earning money off of third-party websites. Vega would open an OnlyFans account shortly after the company sent down this new rule, which ultimately led to her release. Vega recently took to Instagram and answered a series of true or false style questions from fans. One question from a fan asked Vega if it was true that herself and Becky Lynch were good friends outside of WWE. Vega would reveal that Lynch was one of the people that were there for her when she was released from WWE in November, and that they are indeed really good friends outside of the ring. Vega would state in response to the question, "True, she's one of the people that was really there for me after I left. I'll always appreciate her." WWE potentially filming more international specials. As we mentioned earlier, on Friday, WWE taped the Superstar Spectacle to air in India, and it looks like India isn't the only country that may be getting their own exclusive show. According to Ringside News, WWE may be looking to produce more country-specific shows in the future. They would reveal, WWE Superstar Spectacle was taped on Friday. We're told that a current thought backstage is that the endgame is multiple specials in multiple countries. A regular series for India is still not confirmed. Drew McIntyre hits back at Undertaker comment. After The Undertaker made his controversial comments regarding wrestlers in the locker room on Joe Rogan's podcast, some wrestlers lambasted the dead man, remarking the change is good business with a healthier locker room atmosphere. One person who strongly disagreed with Taker calling the product soft was WWE Champion Drew McIntyre, who spoke with Sportskeeda saying, "I don't agree whatsoever, especially from an in-ring perspective. There's certain things from back in the day that was awesome, and certain things that were not awesome that I wouldn't want to go back to. So I'm not sure if it was more from like that perspective when it comes to the stories and not being as adult-based as it used to be, but I think, we're walking a good line right now. But when it comes to the in-ring game, that's just not true at all. It's never been more physical. Times have changed, but has it really been for the better? A diminishing wrestling audience would prove differently." Paul Heyman reveals which Roman Reigns match would be big box office. Cesaro has been getting a big push on SmackDown as of late, and fans are wondering if this push is going to continue into WrestleMania. During the latest Talking Smack episode, Paul Heyman said that Universal Champion Roman Reigns vs. Cesaro would be a huge box office attraction for WWE. Heyman would reveal, "He's uber talented and he's on a path right now to the top, and there's only one man right now who has any hope of stopping him, and that's Roman Reigns, which is why that match could be the headline of WrestleMania this year. When Roman Reigns puts down Kevin Owens next week, and if Cesaro, who has a very good chance of winning the Royal Rumble, does just that." Would Cesaro vs. Roman Reigns be a match you'd be interested in seeing at WrestleMania this year? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.